Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Wednesday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls. Then on Sunday, they'll be playing the Nuggets in Denver.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Young is out there with Scott. Then there's Grant. Then it's G. And it's Noah in at the 3. And here's Collins from outside. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket. All right, Grant, a fresh season of NBA basketball. How excited are you?
Oh, man, Kevin, on a scale of 1 to 10, can I go 20? I mean, we've been waiting for these games to start for months. The offseason seems endless, and there's always drama about player movement, who's going where, and expectation, but nothing better than getting that ball thrown up. And let's see these guys go at it.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now, here's Scott. Here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
And, guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
And typically, he is not the major force in that regard, but good enough to punish a soft defense on that play.
Collins, good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open. Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Bit of a picture-perfect start here to this game. They've connected on all 3 looks.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And then Collins slams it in.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. You know, Brent, when you talk about home court advantage, the Knicks have one of the best.
Well, New York is so electric, and just, I have memories, Kevin, of walking out on that court and it just feeling different. So the Mecca is back, and when it's loud, it is delicious.
Goose is checked in for New York. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Big Red's checked in for Grant. And so here is Oklahoma City. 7-point differential. A nice shot by Young.
And no one really crashing down on the backside. A breakdown defensively.
Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Scott. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Look at the chosen one. He's been playing really well.
And he is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
And now let's have a look at the teams that were last year's best from the free throw line. Second, the Thunder.
This was a good group of free throw shooters last year, something they really worked on in practice. And sometimes that's the coaches calling for it, and oftentimes the players doing it by themselves.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Scott. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Scott's got his third basket of the night. Outside Collins. The drive by Scott. Again, the thunderstorm.
And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss a shot.
And here's Collins from outside. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Hard to believe you could have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Left side, Scott. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession. And Oklahoma City making a change here. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Big Red, and he's good on the three ball.
17. One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Here's Collins. Good. He's now got 10 of 10 from the field.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Sinks the three-pointer. Collins has got 29 in the game.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Stolen. The closer passes to Collins. Takes a three. And again, New York with the triple.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting. And tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
Here's Big Red. Looking to end the run. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. New York ahead. They lead by 9. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for New York?
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession, so you get a steal. And you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. You've got Big Red. Bennett is out there with cool hands. Then there's Grant, and it's Bennett in at the center, locking down the middle. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yeah, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They built from within. They built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
Knocks down the three ball.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
The Knicks making a switch here. Collins is checked in. Here's Big Red. Finley with the rebound. The Knicks leading by 10. It's Collins with the drive, and the layup's good off the glass. Collins has got 34 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Bennett following the score by New York. Rebound by Jamison.
That was a clever move to try to lose the defender in midair there, even if he didn't knock down the shot.
Collins, good.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Knocked away. Stolen by Jamison. It's tipped. Right side, Collins. Drains the wing train. Collins has got 9 points in the quarter. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game.
Good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Thunder trailing by 17. Cool hands, passes to Big Red. Hits it from three-point range. Big Red's got 9.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time.
Well, despite that possession, something that I've liked is they've been under control while getting out in this lead. They've kept those turnovers down.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Goose is checked in for Collins. Jordan comes in for the closer. And the closer subbed in for Jamison. And then for Oklahoma City, G's checked in for Bennett. Fresh comes in for Grant, and it's Scott in for Bennett.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
1:33 left in the second quarter. Here's Collins. And, yep, finally dropped after rolling around the rim. Collins has got 45 points. Here's Scott. Hits the three-point bomb.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And here's Collins from outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Collins has got 48.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about.
Here comes the Knicks. Give the answers, everyone. Get loud for it.
Russo's checked in for New York. Collins comes in for Goose.
Let me hear you once again.
54 seconds left in the first half. Stolen by Collins. And now here comes Collins leading the break. Lets the three fly. Good! Another from three.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got two guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game. And again for three.
He's now set the team record for most threes in a game. Unreal.
And a lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure, he's positive the next one's going to go in. That one falls.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And here's Collins from outside. Connects again from distance.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking him down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game.
And it's a four-way tie now. Himself, Curry, Zach LaVine, and Dame Lillard.
And so it's the New York Knicks holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. Here with Tom Thibodeau. Coach, what has gone well for your team in the first half?
started making plays, play unselfishly, force the defense.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and
I think for Oklahoma City, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big changes, and then you have subtle.
And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Knicks.
It's not just about taking a shot. It's about taking the right shot. They've made a lot of good decisions out there.
Thanks for spending half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What can you say? The chosen one, an impressive effort here today.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting.
And again for three.
And of course it falls for him. That three pushes him into the history books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget.
He passed Curry's high a little earlier, and now he's matched Clay's marks. Didn't think we'd see a show like this coming into tonight, but here we are.
And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing it.
And good! There's another.
And what a night. Arguably the best in franchise history.
Tying the franchise mark for most points in a game. The next basket breaks it. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. At this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. In third, the Knicks.
It was really an impressive campaign for their bigs. And honestly, I think the whole team did a
good. Another from three.
And that is a three that will put him in the record book.
A historic performance by a historically good shooter. One of the best games anybody has ever had.
And Klay Thompson viewed as one of the best shooters ever to play this game. Hard to believe that the mark of 14 made threes has been passed here this evening.
And Collins has got the ball here for the New York Knicks. Three-pointer. And another one falls.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Grant on the wing. Scott against Collins. Now here's Noah. Defense is right there. Just 4 to shoot. Scott, good. Scott's got 5 points now this quarter.
Is it possible his sweet touch is getting sweeter, guys?
Here's Collins, and again.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Scott kicks to G. Young outside. Launches a three. Trains the three-pointer. Young's got 9.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Outside Jordan. And here's Collins from out. Good, he hits again.
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in an NBA game all time. He is knocking down everything.
It's truly one of the greatest games in league history. He cannot miss.
73. What a number, tying Wilt and David Thompson. Only Wilt and Kobe have more.
He got it again. Sensational.
Unreal.
He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history.
And honestly, guys, I don't know how you stop him. I mean, he's into the midst.
And good, he hits it again.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now 3rd all-time for points in a game. 1 for the ages.
He surpassed Wilt Chamberlain's less famous scoring mark from 1961, and Kobe Bryant now in his sights.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great...
And got it! Another basket.
And he is ripping through this defense and continues his assault on the record books.
That score moving him clearly into 2nd place for most points in a game.
And with 81 in the rearview mirror, he only has the great Wilt Chamberlain and his 100 mark left, a record nobody thought would be touched. But this is the closest anybody has ever come.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Poked away.
62.
Here's Scott. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Scott's got 29 in the game.
It feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back. He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Pass to Noah. The rebound by the closer. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
He is at his best when it matters most. This game is theirs as long as he can keep this up.
Collins with it. 3-pointer. Connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. And so it's New York up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. The 3-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big time. Welcome back, everyone, as we continue on a record-setting night.
And a 3-point barrage, the likes of which we've never seen. This man is etching his name in the history books.
So for Oklahoma City right now, they've got Rain Man. Cool Hands is out there with Bennett. And there's Big Red, and it's Bennett in at the 5 down low. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
Here's Cool Hands. Now Jamison. Here's Batiste. Outside Jamison. Great, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
And New York making a change here. Collins has checked in. Really left alone that time.
Yeah, so reliable. He clearly needs to be more involved in the offense as they try to shrink this lead.
Picked away. Poked loose. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. And the Thunder making a change here. Rodriguez has checked in.
Nico Rodriguez.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Cool Hands passes to Big Red. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. Scotty's checked in for Rodriguez.
Into the lineup for the Thunder, number 48.
Here's the closer. Jamison the pass to Collins. first minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Good on the triple.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
I don't like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And it goes down 2 points. Scott's got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, the rest of the team has looked pretty bad tonight, but he's done a fantastic job of scoring the ball and carrying the load on offense.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
Substitution on the court.
New York's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. And here's Collins from outside. No good that time. Thunder have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Oh, and here we go with Collins. Nobody pins it again. Wow!
And that score puts him even. A night I never thought we'd see.
He's now tied point for point with the record. One more score. He'll be all alone at the top of the record books. GA, a moment nobody thought they'd ever see.
And people have talked about records that could never be matched. Wilt's 100 was at the top of those lists. But and
another one!
Kevin, I'm in disbelief. He set a new all-time record for scoring in a single game.
Well, Greg, a record that was for so long thought to be untouchable. He continues to amaze.
And Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game has been surpassed. Pick up the phone, let everybody know something special has happened here tonight.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
And guys, how about the unselfishness? And all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Goose, he's checked in for Foster. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. With the floater, and that one is good. Collins has got 13 points in just this quarter.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
And Grant slams it home.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gouty win for New York.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the chosen one.
And this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
I love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
It's stolen. Pass to Jamison. Now Finley. He's covered by Grant. Here's Collins. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Here's Scott. Got a piece of it. Grant against Collins. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Drills it from outside.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Knicks lead, 126.
Will it go? Scott, good. Scott's got 35 in the game.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. No problem for New York as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw